it's one of my TrackDaz crew guys. We were having a chat on our TrackDaz staff page. His name's Dave Martin, Teaspoon. I guess he's been reading up on all these Reddit threads, and he sent me he posted up a link to this German article about rumors of Cameron going to Moto2 next year. Care to talk about that?
I read the same article.
I emailed it to you, so yeah.
I think a bunch of people emailed it to me, including the boys at Yamaha.
Right.
Yeah. So I guess they're figuring it out. I mean, it's some Moto2 team made Cameron an offer that might be a pretty decent one. So, we'll see how it shakes out, if that thing goes through or not. The Speed Week, which is that online magazine that had that German magazine, it's fairly reliable source. Remember we were talking to Landry and last year, and they had that thing up there before we hardly even finished a phone call with them.
Yeah.
So it was so you can see that thing is fairly realistic. If it does happen, then that's great. That's Yamaha's call and Cameron's call, and I really hope that he does really, really well there if it does go down. And I think he can. I think he can do really well. He's probably to change up his riding style a little bit. That was one of the things we talked about too at Indy. Was he sits on top of the motorcycle, so it's real easy to get the tires to the edge of their grip. In this series before, you didn't have to lean the motorcycle so much because the bikes just didn't work that well leaned over. But now the bikes are getting better and better and better, and they're leaning for street bikes. They're leaning over pretty far, and so I think it's come time where the riding style has to be like Zanetti and Heron and Fong, where you kind of hang off the motorcycle. And Cameron's, I think, one of the last guys, kind of like Rhea. And I think Jonathan Rhea is trying to figure out that he's going to have to start changing his riding style a bit too. You can't keep running up front with old school Hayes style riding style, right? All that stuff works back in the day, and it was really fast, and it's efficient, and it saves a lot of energy, and the bike changes direction real well and all that. But come mid corner, when you're in the 65-degree zone, you got to start getting that bike off the edge of the tire. The only way to do that is hang off it. And I don't recommend it for your track day guy who's running around at 45 degrees and he's hanging off like Marquez. The bike's vertical.
30 feet offline too.
Yeah, exactly. They got the elbow down. Their fingertips are holding the throttle, so they get their elbow down.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that's not for every rider, but
tweezer grip is what they call it.
Yeah, exactly. Right? Yeah, looks fun for the photos, but it isn't really fast. But yeah, so a track like that, I think, would benefit from that type of riding style. And I think if Cameron was to go there, that's just my opinion, he'll have to work on some of that with a rider coach or something, But I think it would be a good opportunity for him. I wouldn't be upset at all. I'd like to see him, grow. 5 championships. What are you going to do after that?
6,
10, 14. And if he went, I'm pretty sure he could always come back to Motor America when he's 30 something, and a world champion of some sort or not. I don't think it'd be very difficult.